Hello and welcome to another update video about Natgas as we are heading into a new trading week. Futures have opened, futures markets, and we have seen end of the week a further decline into our support region that we already talked about in previous updates. So my thesis is still that we have started a wave 2 to the upside. And I don't see the wave 2 as complete. All right, so remember, idea was we have 5 waves down, which can actually be counted quite nicely as a 5-wave move to the downside. So I label that as wave 1. The idea was then that we could be watching for a corrective rally, especially after break of these trend lines. I'll take the first one out. The other one we might need for possibly a retest. Just imagine it could come down to retest. So I am watching for still price to go maybe a bit lower. It doesn't need to go down much lower. It is currently in a support region that's defined between $1.96 and $2.13. And from here, the price could go higher than in wave C of A. Here, I'm watching for a reaction in this support zone, okay? And ideally, at least one more high. So the idea is that the next high could be all of wave 2. I can't predict that as such, but you know it's worth to be aware of it. So the next high could be wave 2. That means we have because we have a 3-wave move up then, right? A, B, C. What we can never rule out is that the wave 2 gets quite protracted. So A, B, C in wave A is possible, then a B wave pullback, and then another rally in wave C. So we have an A, B, C, but a larger one. It's possible it develops just a smaller one, which might only reach $2.44 and $2.59. But we won't know that until we are a little bit further advanced in the structure. For now, what really matters is, do the bulls turn up before we see a break, below $1.96? Because a break below $1.96, that would indicate that possibly something more bearish is playing out. We don't normally want in any B wave pullback a break below that level. Now, please be aware that B waves, they sometimes tend to overshoot also to the downside. So it is something to be very much aware of, that they, these are not like levels where the price has to react to. They're just levels that we can use to identify possible reversals and watch for certain reactions. So far, there is no reaction, but it is a 3-wave move down, which could just be simple ABC. So it might bottom at any point, right? But no indication that it's bottomed yet. A signal would be a break above the last high at 221. You could also simply just draw a trend line. That would be probably the first indication that we've formed some kind of a low. It's respected the trend lines here on our on our chart quite nicely recently. Yeah, I could even imagine it comes down to test the green line. That would not be invalidation. We only can talk about invalidation once we see a break below the 5th of August low that was at 187. So yeah, this is still my view about Natgas. Pretty much following the script at the moment. Might go down a little bit lower, and then if a C wave starts, we can actually calculate the target for wave C, because we can only do that once the B wave has actually bottomed. Then we can calculate a target for wave C to the upside. And then it just depends on the next pullback. If it's going to be corrective, we're looking for still higher prices. But that will need to be seen, because the A wave of whatever it is, wave 2, is already quite large. It's a healthy A wave already, It's reached the 38.2 fib level. That means we just might need just one more high to the 61.8 fib level maybe. That's what I'm watching here at the moment on the Natgas chart. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in daily updates about the S&P 500, as well as regular updates about stocks, feel free to check out our stocks and S&P 500 service. You'll find the link in the description. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.